Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Hello there, welcome on board to another edition, the first edition of Ladies Talk for the year 2023. I am glad to be here, but my joy is full that you are there with us. All right, Ladies Talk is where we'll talk about everything involving ladies, whatever it is, from relationship talk, business, politics, marriage, whatever it is, we'll get to dissect it here and give our own views. I'll be using R, and that means that I am not alone. My name is Evelyn Ohiola, and I just want to give you a small admonition before we delve deeper into the show. It's the year 2023. Remember that for you to get IR, it is time for you to start. So whatever it is that you have penned down for the year 2023, your goals, your dreams for this year, ensure to just start. Take that step. You got this, and you will deliver. Of course, my ladies are here, and I am elated to have them right here with me. How are you doing? Let me start with Judith and Hannah.
I'm doing good. It's so nice to see you guys this year. You guys are just looking so.
I love the smile.
I always
call
come
that
with
you're looking good.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's so nice to see Cassie. It's so nice to see him, Badum, and everybody is just looking so wonderful. I'm so happy to see you guys.
So
You're always there.
Thank
You do get my compliments.
Oh,
You're also looking really good.
oh, thank you, Cassie.
You're looking fresh.
Please, you guys should not stop the women supporting women thing again.
It has to be on this year.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's so many people shutting down women now, so we have to come up and help ourselves.
So many people.
So
You mean
many
men?
Men.
Because we have only two.
I don't think it's just men alone.
Oh, we have
both
shutting
men
shutting down.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's for us, those that know that women, we have what it takes for us to come out and help ourselves. So that's why we're here. Do you understand?
All
To
right.
support ourselves.
All right. Okay. So just tell me, how's 2023 been?
It's just starting, and it's just starting. It's just starting. But 2023 it's looking very good, and I don't want to speak negative. So let's just be going like that. It's looking very good.
All right. Thank
I'm
you.
so excited.
Thank you so much, Julius. All right. Let's move over to the lady in blue, and she's looking magnificent, beautiful. How are you doing?
I am doing good,
Fantastic.
Eve. I am doing great. I'm happy to be here. It's a new year. We've got this New Year resolutions.
Is it the new year, new
goals.
me thing? Is that what it is for you?
Kinda. I'm not really metamorphosed into the new year, new me. I'm just trying to take it like step by step. You get, so we're getting there basically. I mean, I don't really have much that I want to change from 2022 me, 2023 me.
Yeah.
I just basically want to
Step up.
Yeah, step up basically.
Yeah.
So that's where it is for me, and I'm happy to be here to see you guys.
We're also happy to see you.
Can I just
Okay.
make a compliment? Can I
Okay.
give you a compliment? I love your unique hairstyle, Cassie.
Thank you.
You do this all of the time, and I do not know where you get this inspiration from. But
Thank you.
this right here is beautiful.
Thank you. This is like the signature thing for me. It's always have unique, original hairstyles that once you just see that that's Cassie. That's it.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Welcome on board. All right, let's move over to the last and definitely not the least. Hembedimba Batunde, how are you doing? Seems you got the blue inspiration from Cassie, and that's actually translating to what you have on your
Cassie is
hair.
actually my birthday, my month.
We are Sweden. February. I'm February 12th. You're February what?
6th.
Oh, so like
6 days
it's
after.
halfway.
So
nice.
I think we have blue somewhere in between.
Mm.
I think water is blue, Aquarius.
Yeah, true.
So that's
true.
explanation for you guys between blue.
Yeah.
All right. I'm wondering why Cassie didn't actually wait in the womb for 2 more days. So
No,
that
I
you
like
can
it. It's a strategy. You get to collect birthday gifts and Valentine's Day gifts.
deceive
So
yourself.
in one. So different.
All right. So Hembedim, how has 2023 been for you?
Oh God, I really love 2023.
Wow.
Last year was not so great. But this year, I'm still actually basking in the euphoria of the new everything.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I'm being intentional about everything.
Mm.
Somebody said so.
People say
Evelyn's
that
always saying that.
January is going to be long. Like it's going to be a long month. You have people say that there are like 100 days in January.
If you check, there's like 5 Sundays, 5 Mondays, 5 Tuesdays. Like
I-
it's just five. So
I don't know. I'm not feeling like that. I want to
Mm.
savor every day. Like
Mm.
it feels, no matter how long, it feels to me like it's already 10th today.
True.
It's going really fast.
Mm.
It's
I mean,
fast
it's
and slow. I don't know how
13
that's
today.
happening.
Oh, 13th.
Yes,
slow in the middle of the month. No thinking.
So I mean, it cannot be, it's not long enough for me. I really, I want to just take my time this year. But my goal is happiness. Like I'm being intentional, being happy. Like I want to be happy, make myself happy.
True.
Like every moment of every day. Like I don't want to have a bad, day, a bad moment, a bad anything, or bad company for that matter.
True.
I'm serious. Though. I'm being very intentional about this year. I listened to your your motivational talks.
Okay, and you got motivated.
No, that word being intentional, like I picked it up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have to be intentional. Do I want to get this? I have to,
Yeah.
work on it or work towards it myself.
True.
So that's what I'm doing, and so far so good. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's the word. I love that you brought that in, being intentional about what you do, about everything you want to achieve.
True.
Take that decision intentionally, be deliberate about your goals, about your dreams. And definitely when you mess up, own it and just move ahead.
Yeah.
Because
No one
that's
is
life. You
perfect.
And not
definitely
soak it. Because most people will just maybe or do something and we just soak it in and start feeling so guilty and so.
But people expect to
And you
be
just stay there.
people expect to be perfect at things, but you're allowed to
So
fail.
you're
That's
human.
the
For
thing.
crying out loud, we're all human.
That's the thing.
So let's make
Somebody
mistakes.
early
That's
this
my
year
advice.
said that he's going on a retreat. That his office is closed for a while. That he's going for retreat. It's not only spiritual stuff and religious stuff that people go for retreat. That he's taking a work retreat. That he started advising people, and I'm like, I was there last year. I took a break.
All right, talking about breaks, it's time for us to take a break now. And when we return, it's just 13 days into the year 2023, and we've got a whole lot of things on our plate already. So when we come back, we will be discussing about something that is shaking up the social media platforms on what's trended. Stay with us. We'll be back. Alright, welcome back. It's still Lady Stock on Western Spring Television. And right here, if you're just joining us, you're not too late, but then just roll with us. We'll talk about everything latest. And before we talk about the topic of discourse for our show for today, something has been on social media, and it's the old drama that that surrounds this particular issue. I know you all would one way or the other have heard about the case between. I'm talking like it's a court of law or
It's
something.
actually like a drama series.
Yeah.
There's a new episode every day. Every
day.
day we get more information into it. With things that we know. And
Things
we don't even want to
things
know.
keep
It just keeps on.
And
To
I-
what
I know
end?
that are so personal.
Okay, so let's
Actually-
keep our audience in the dark. We're talking about the case between Nollywood actor Alex Ekubo and his estranged fiancée Fancy Achalono, who is an American model. And last year, 2021,
Yeah,
they broke up. She called off
the marriage.
their and marriage.
Engagement.
Okay, the engagement. She called off
Called off the wedding.
Wedding plans. basically.
And that actually created a buzz on social media because people were like, how? These were people who saw that were in love. Nothing makes sense when we are apart. The old pre-wedding shoot.
And the engagement, don't need the engagement.
The engagement.
That was
It
something
was
else.
romantic. And everyone was like, oh, God, when?
Oh.
Until we heard the big news and it dropped like a bomb on our
Bombshell.
laps, and we kind of got over it because now social media, there will always be something else to
true.
cover up.
Oh,
You can only
something
just max 2 weeks on social media, and
True.
another thing will come up and cover it up. And we moved past the old Alex Fancy saga until she came back and apologized for calling off
The wedding.
the engagement. And I don't know what to make of all of this. This like Cassie would always say that this feels like it's like a series. Every week there is a drama dropping. An update. That's the word. So let me first start with Judith Ahana. What do you make of all of this drama?
When you are out there as a celebrity, and breakups normally is supposed to be something public.
True.
You get, but because in quotes, just celebrity, there is nothing that is secretive when it comes to that. Everything is always there. And when I heard about the saga and everything and the news surrounding both the male and the female, like, okay, let's start before Alex. Alex is saying, okay, why did you break up? And she's saying another thing. You get. So when I saw the whole issue, I was very mad at the girl at first. Like, why come a year after to apologize for a breakup? It's a breakup. You don't need to apologize when you break up. If I was supposed to be breaking up with someone, would I have been my person and say, I'm sorry for breaking up with you?
Do you think she still loves him?
I think they were trying to work towards coming back.
So she should have just done it
Private.
personal. Because when they started dating,
She
don't
said
know.
he asked her to.
Do a manipulation.
She
That's
didn't want to do it publicly.
She should have had a mind of her own. Because when they started dating, we did not know. When we got to know about her, it was
When they broke up,
during the
it was
engagement.
public. And so he said she should make a public apology so that those who have misconceptions about him will change those notions.
But it's still a breakup. It's still a private relationship. Because I don't see reasons why you would bring out your things out there and you don't want people to talk about it. But I felt if she was, should I use this word? I don't know. Let me leave that word alone. If she was very, should I say, I should just use it. Very sensible, This is a very.
If she was street smart,
she is not now. She's a party girl now. So she would have just done that
Codedly.
apology codedly,
But
and insisted on her right. Like, I don't want to do this. Yes, I did this publicly because she had to do it publicly. Before. This guy is a celebrity for crying out
You know,
loud.
she has actually come out to claim that he's a bully, he's a sociopath, he's a narcissist.
Before the
I
apology.
don't want to go to her. I'm just
After
trying to.
apology, and when you're
I'm just trying to
naive
give
and you're dealing
that-
with somebody like that,
Yeah, I just want to give that.
you're easily manipulated.
so is
Yeah,
it that
yeah,
she's no longer
because
naive
that-
or she has
into
grown
those
sense overnight? Because now she's saying it as in retrospectively.
According to her, after the apology and unfollowed her and everything came out, the scale fell from her eyes.
So-
Now
So
she has been enlightened.
before she did not have skin.
All right.
She was eyes was closed.
now, Cassie, I listened to a conversation between no, it wasn't a conversation.
A phone call.
A phone call between Alex and Fancy, where she was telling Alex that, okay, I've done what you asked me to do. What next? What now? And Alex was so cold. As in, I listened to the conversation and I could tell that he was the one recording this conversation, and he was just being careful about what to say because he knew it was going to release or leak out this conversation later on, just to drown Fancy. And also if you check a chat that also leaked out between Alex and Fancy at the time where she actually broke up with him, I saw a very lengthy text from Fancy, and
he ignored.
and the only time he came out to say something was when he wanted her to pull down something she wrote on probably a particular WhatsApp.
He didn't want her to tell someone. Because there was a
hold on.
The wedding planner was
The wedding
in the group,
plan-
and then
yeah.
she put the breakup post there, and he
Yeah.
said, if this woman is going
read
to
this.
forget about me for life,
Like-
and she had to.
He was
go
always
and
thinking
do
about
something.
himself.
But
I just thought he was just thinking about himself and his status.
okay,
because he
you
has-
think so, but don't you think we should cut Alex some slack? People react to things differently. That might just be his own way of reacting. He said in that particular conversation with Fancy that he doesn't like noise. He's not this person that's there and there. No,
There was
It's
no light
just-
noise, but he
it's
wanted
just-
a wedding that
It's
was
just
very
straight,
noisy.
very
just straight
loud.
to the point. And he
And
also
his engagement was public.
he also
Very
likes
public.
to protect his image, which
To
obviously
a fault.
fancy kind of destroyed. So
He
don't
was
you think we should cut
protecting
this guy
his
some
image
slack?
to a fault, to the extent that it was actually destroying Fancy. It was destroying her mental health, her psyche. It affected the relationship.
And you know,
I mean, I get that you have the whole aura of, okay,
Mm.
you're a celebrity and your wedding has to be the top of the town based on the fact that you're a prime bachelor, like you get, and you want it to look good and all of that. And you're already like mingling with all the big people. You get, I get that, but she's the one paying. And many ladies want this. Let my wedding be extravagant and I don't care about after. But she was here saying, what happens after the wedding?
Yeah.
Let's
How
have
do you
a
get a
home.
and they didn't have a
That
house
is
as at
rare to
then.
get from a lady. You now have a lady who is even thinking of the future, who is thinking of what do we do after the wedding, and you are there complaining.
And how is it that she's the one paying for the wedding?
She
That
said-
is, I don't even know
I
how
mean,
that.
who
I don't
made
know how
her?
that's set.
I don't think
know
that
Because he
should be
did
the bone of
debunk that.
contention.
He did
because-
not debunk that chat because if he would
It's
have,
facts.
it was
You want a
facts.
big
She
wedding
told him,
and you don't have the means for it.
It's facts.
see,
And she said, let's cut down the.
cost.
And you are saying no.
The painful part
You a big
is
boy, then do it your
when
way.
she was this someone you've dated for 5 years,
5
somebody
years.
who you've been together through thick and thin, you're supposed to be like head over heels in love with this
This
person.
person.
So no matter what, your words should be solved. Anything you're doing, you should find a way to like resolve your issues. Now she was so fed up with you and told you that she was done, and you ignored. You didn't say anything until you got to the part where your image was supposed to be affected. Clearly, he was just being manipulative. And before that phone call released, before it was released, it was like, are we believing Alex or not? But the moment you released that phone call, you thought it was in his favor.
Yeah.
But it really just showed all of us that she was saying
Saying
the
the
truth.
truth.
That truly he's being manipulative because he was selecting his words. He didn't even want her to like
To
speak
talk,
her mind.
yeah.
You get
He
it?
was
He wanted
just
to be the one
Are
to
you-
own
she
the
was like, are
narrative,
you
that
okay
particular
now?
conversation. And you listen to the way she was talking, she was like, be very
Calm.
calm, wanting peace.
And she
just
was
wanted
pouring
things
out.
to just.
She wanted to pour out.
She was
her mind.
emotional.
I think it was just no, this, that.
All right, you know
Shall
what?
we blame it on
Let's talk about the old 5-year relationship thingy. At first, that was what created the buzz on social media. That how can a Nigerian man, emphasis on a Nigerian man, be in a relationship for
A handsome man,
good
for that
years
matter.
and not be intimate with the one you claim you love? Envy them. He said he wanted to be celibate like till wedding night. But Nigerians are saying, not in this Nigeria that we all know. Brother, you could not have. And not with your kind of person. You're a celebrity. Definitely, if you even don't want to do it, people will bring it to you. Do you understand? So I just want your own view on that.
It's possible that
issue.
even if he has been doing it, he might want to still wait till the night of his wedding to experience it with his bride. I mean, it's his opinion, as in his own choice as well. But before I answer your question, what I got from this Alex and the girls, this thing is that Alex was not vulnerable in the relationship at any point. He was always strong and we've already in control and without emotions. He was never vulnerable. I mean, I can never. It's not. How can you say? Because that girl she put all her cards on the table. She wore her emotions on her sleeves, and this guy would never, respond to that. He was. This is me. This is how I want it, and I'm like, she didn't see that throughout for 5 good years. That you cannot influence him, to doing anything. You're abiding, and are always there doing his own bidding. I don't get. So 5 good years, a man is not vulnerable to you. Like, okay, you can say, Alex, I'm coming to Nigeria. And he's like, I don't want to see you now. And you go and pack and, stay back home. When he wants, he can see you. These are red flags that she could have.
She did see them.
Love is blind.
Even when he cheated, when she said he cheated, she saw it and she
saw
forgave
it, but
him.
she forgave him.
So are you
I'm
saying
tempted to
that
ask that with whom?
He's the one in love here, not Alex.
Alex was
Of
never in
course.
love. If you are in love,
Definitely.
a man, I will stand by it. Men are very, very physical. If you ask a pastor, I'll be watching a lot of things. I mean, no offense. Men, people with values, principles, and all higher standards, they are not. They find it difficult to be that celibate. I mean, a full grown man we're talking about is not somebody that is 25 that he still say, okay, I've not had this kind of stuff, and I'm, and you say you're in love with someone, and there was no, okay, Alex has been dying to touch me. That was not how it sounded. There was no struggle. he was so comfortable not being intimate or trying to be intimate with her that is,
and
you know,
the part where it's actually sorry to cut you, where it's very obvious that he did not really love her was where she said he told her that he's okay with her sleeping with other men.
Jesus, I even
For
forgot
a
about
man,
that.
for a man to tell a lady that you can sleep with someone else,
Let's
trust
have an
me, he
open
doesn't
one. He
value
doesn't
you
value
because
you.
men
He
will
doesn't
tell
value
you.
A man who wants to get married to you, telling you that
Men will tell you that they can cheat on you without being emotionally connected to the person. But the moment a lady cheats on them, you know that she has left their relationship. Her heart has left. So for
you
him
mean
to tell
a
the
man
babe,
who allows open relationship doesn't value you?
it doesn't. Because how does it tell you
a man who wants to
that he
start
doesn't want
sharing
to sleep
you
with you, and then after 5 years or in the middle of 5 years, he's telling you, no problem, you can go out and sleep with anybody, but I'm not going to do it. And he still cheated
when he's
on her.
still potent.
So
I mean, he's still a young man.
He's not adding up. It doesn't add up.
So what about, very quickly, let's touch on the gay allegations against Alex. You know, a lot of people, Nigerians, especially in the internet.
It's not Nigerians. Once you're a
On
guy
the
and you
internet,
are not.
I'm trying to say something. On the internet, we tend to bring up our own conclusions, our own views and opinions, and after all of this came to bear, and Fancy said he's not been intimate with me. He even said I can go sleep with another person.
From someone else.
People concluded that Alex may be gay.
I don't think so.
His actions actually somehow throw these allegations the more. Because, okay, you've been with somebody 5 years, you did not sleep with her. Then she comes out to say you cheated on her, but you did not perform with the lady. So the story goes that he cheated on somebody came and paid him to sleep with her, and he tried to start, but he could not finish. And she got very angry and reached out to Fancy and said, Fancy, your fiancé could not even perform on bed, and sent screenshots. So all of these things, the fact that you can't even sleep with your fiancé, you can't sleep with somebody that's even covered, so which one is it? So there's no concrete evidence, but his actions actually fueling it.
I feel he's not.
They are fueling it.
Just some men that
you can't be so sure. You can't say yes or no.
I feel I don't.
In the entertainment industry, you are shy.
I'm not saying no. See,
I'm
we
not
can
forgetting
act. We can act.
That's his profession. That's
it's a
his
profession.
job.
It's a job. I can come on set and act to be a playgirl, to be this, to be that. But that does not mean
if he's shy around people.
But Offset, he collected money to sleep with someone, but unfortunately could not perform.
But because
and
it might be shy.
You don't forget the part where she
that
said,
the doors were not
There's
locked.
some men that
The doors were not locked.
What shyness are you talking
No,
about?
there's some men. See,
Let's
there's some men they can be so shy of being with a lady, even if they are in closed doors.
That is the problem. That means it
I'm
makes
serious.
those people are perverted. A grown man being shy of sleeping with a lady.
Have you not
They call
seen-
them perverts. I'm telling you, it means something's wrong. I'm not saying he's gay yet. Because that one is his own choice and his own. He alone can tell, and his friends.
That's always shy. Maybe be with what?
Anything
It
boils down to the mental.
The fact that he cheated and still was not
and still not perform. That's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. If you're shy, stick to your babe. Let's know you're sticking to her and you're shy with her. But why are you now stepping outside?
She's the baby man.
No. So you're justifying this.
No, I'm saying
The shyness did not stop him from doing that.
See,
I'm going to put it out here. If a man you are up to 28 years of age and you are still shy of being with a lady, then something's wrong with you upstairs. You should go for a checkup.
Maybe he's shy of talking to people that see.
It means he has a mental issue. That is what makes
because he's shy.
Many people are shy around girls, but they're not shy around men.
Men is their fellow.
We're saying something. I mean, you cannot be a grown man and be shy of talking to a lady or being intimate with a lady. Something's wrong and you need help. Go to a therapist or go somewhere and find out what is the problem and deal with it.
Something might actually be triggering that.
Yes,
I wouldn't really call it. I wouldn't say he's a
because
pervert. I feel like that's too strong.
Something might be triggering.
I wouldn't say anybody that is shy is perverted.
Okay,
but I feel like something. I don't follow your concept of saying he's shy. I don't actually agree with that.
Involved, he couldn't still.
I don't agree with that because okay, you know the fact that finally when she did say, oh, he actually did have sex when they met together January 2020, and then
he was trying to cover.
He was so happy.
So now
he was so happy.
They painted him in news.
So what is he trying to prove?
He has an image.
That's what I'm saying. What is he trying to?
He was trying to.
He's going to go tell the whole world that finally after
why I am qualifying all these things.
All these news came out when we got
that's what
to know.
I'm saying.
It was just his family member. She went to tell that. okay, oh, see, oh.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Why I am attributing these things to perversion is that when you are a 14-year-old boy,
That's
from
going
14, I'm
that's
going
strong
somewhere.
one.
Why I am attributing all that to perversion is that a man, a boy, you start having wet dreams. How do you deal with, sexual urges and all that?
And there are different ways.
We're saying the same thing. So if you are not able to do it boldly, then you are indulging yourself in something that is, that.
You know,
All right,
I'm
so
just
you know what,
going to
ladies?
say one
You know
thing
what,
to round
ladies?
it up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Okay.
If there's really no need for any of us, even if it's gay, there's no need for any of us to criticize it,
I'm
because
telling you,
that's
I'm
what we
trying
want
to
to
put
be.
her
But I feel like
because
if you're homosexual, if you're gay or you're lesbian, own it. Don't deceive people.
You know, some people have
Own it. That's the thing. It doesn't
Don't
matter.
torture
Own
women.
it. Don't get somebody into a marriage with you, a relationship with you, knowing
just
you
to
all
cover your
that
face,
yes,
right?
you're not going to actually make this
See,
person
that's why
happy.
you made the
So
mistake.
if it is, it's fine. But
That's why
you
you
should
made the
not deceive
mistake.
anybody in the name of I'm straight when I'm not straight.
But you know one thing I'm so happy about is that more will still come. And we will be here. All right. To come and
More.
discuss.
That's
So we're waiting for more.
That's just it. It's a series, like Cassie said, and definitely we will have more details come out. Fancy is not about to stop talking because she needs to clear her name.
She's
She needs to
literally in
clear
every comment section.
Yeah.
I'm
she needs
asking to
clear
what
the
end? To
perception
what end?
people
Yeah.
have about her. Because a whole lot of people have this perception of she is trying to be controlling. She's trying to control Alex. And Alex doesn't want that. So she's trying to, just the same way what Alex is trying to do, trying to change the narrative and change the perception of people.
When she even posted that she had
That's
called off
what
the marriage, the
Francis
next
is
thing
about
he
to
did
do.
was to post that he had gotten a new house. He ignored her post.
Yeah,
So
true.
he's just trying to make it look like she's
See,
a desperate person. And
I
that's why she has to
always
come
say-
and explain herself over and over and over.
So you're
again.
supporting this girl,
See.
trying to get validation or
I don't
vindication
blame her.
from
She has
the.
been wrong.
See, it's as
See,
you.
I mean,
I'll just end it this way.
I don't think that
She's
social
the one
media-
in the shoes. You know, we
Yeah.
can only talk and make give our
Assumptions,
views,
yeah.
assume and all of that. But she's the one wearing the shoes, and she knows where it pains. So when people react to certain things, I don't really blame them because they wear it and they know where it pains. All right,
And
that's-
how to-
that way
But
we
you
end it that
let us
way.
know that endorsement will come from this whole thing. Because
Well,
in Nigeria, whenever you
Fancy
are
has become
there,
popular.
when you are there out
I
there,
don't think she's after that.
no, I know now, but
Maybe to Alex.
But you get more jobs.
Market,
That one.
Market.
You know,
Okay,
okay,
you
we
mean something good.
cannot talk about Alex and Fancy for the whole of
Oh,
the
that's
night.
true. But
So
that's-
let's go for this commercial break. Definitely, Judith will continue to talk about them, but right here, we'll go for this commercial break. When we return, we'll know what we have on the table to discuss. Do not go anywhere. Alright, welcome back. It's still Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television, and I see our ladies right here in the house. And away from the old fancy Alex saga, Judith is super excited about that issue. I'm not, when I talk about excitement, I just mean for her to contribute and talk about. She said they are so sweet to talk about. I don't know what
She's
they're
invested.
They're cute and their story is cute.
No longer cute.
All right, so on what we are going to discuss today on the show, we got a mail from Lydia. I should say it's a pseudonym anyway, and all the way from Lagos. And I'm just going to read a mail out to us ladies and leave the floor open for us to advise her. She says, and I quote, I was a surrogate before now, had 3 kids that weren't mine, decided to settle down, but twice I opened up to my boyfriends, but they took it up and made it a big deal. Like, I am already after 3. You know what? After, like, she's already got 3 kids. So my chances of having my own kids is slim. I'm with this new guy now, and I really do not want to lose him. Do you think I should open up to him about my past? At least, I do not have any children. I only helped other women carry their babies. Lydia from Lagos. All right, so ladies, you know, this whole thing about surrogacy and all. I actually saw a post the other day, and I saw the compensation for being a surrogate, and I'm like, I was trying to.
Lots of money.
But you're trying to.
I don't know, but I don't know what.
Would you consider that if the opportunity came?
It's a mouth-watering offer, up to $60,000. It's a
Mhm.
mouth-watering offer. But then let's just concentrate on this mail from
Yeah.
media. All right. So Cassie, let me start with you.
Yeah.
What's your take on this?
I think it's just being ignorant, honestly speaking, because how do you say you're not going to be with somebody or marry somebody because they decided to be a surrogate? It's not as if she's the mother of these people or these children. He doesn't even understand the concept of surrogacy.
Not in Africa.
A lot of people aren't enlightened and they need to be. She probably needs to get like a professional or a specialist in this to sit down with him and speak with him and enlighten him on it because he's purely speaking out of ignorance. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. People say, oh no, it's not this, it's a sin. It doesn't make any sense. She's just carrying somebody else's sperm and egg, she's like what's it called? The case.
Carrier.
Yeah, you get.
She's not the case.
The container for something. I don't mean that in a
I
bad way.
carrier.
You get.
I know what
She's just
you're
a carrier of something. She's not there. She's not emotionally attached. Her DNA is not part of that child. So it doesn't make sense. And in the fear of, oh, maybe she has given birth to three, so her stomach might have slacked or no. So I actually heard that sometimes it's actually true with cesarean section that they give birth to these children. So his fear is what I don't get. And then the fear of him saying that he doesn't think she'll be fertile anymore. First and foremost, it's not her egg. Her eggs are still intact.
But the carrier.
It's someone else's egg,
Yeah.
someone else's sperm. So she's still very much fertile. She's just carrying someone else's child. People do this. She could be doing it for maybe a relative that has not been able to give birth, or maybe she's doing it for the people. I mean, it's still a legit source of income. She's not going to the bank to rob anybody. This is something that is legally accepted. So it's not wrong. It's something that she's doing that I don't feel it is right for him to say that, or it's right for her to be stigmatized by anybody at all, just because she decided that she wants to be a surrogate mother. It's something to be proud of.
Okay, so
actually.
let me just move to Judith very quickly. She said that she's been with two guys and she's opened up to them that, I've done this in the past. And they left her because of that, because they feel you've given birth to three children, even though they're not yours. But she said she's with this new guy now, and she's decided to keep mum and not talk about it, mention it, since obviously I'm not their mother, they're not my kids, so why bring it up anyways? So do you think she should, and before I even ask about that question, do you think surrogacy is what is being encouraged in this country? Do you think get to a point where we can encourage surrogacy in this country?
I feel we can, because it's just as if you're helping someone who is without help, that doesn't know what to do. Just so many parents, or should I say couple, in this world that wants to have a child, or that wants to hear a child say daddy, mommy, but they can't due to some medical issues. There are some ladies that can't carry a child because their body cannot accept it. So if you're looking at it from the ethical point of view, I'm not sure she's doing a bad thing, because it's not. I studied philosophy, so there are some things that are ethical in life, and that is one of those things that are ethical. One, why is ethical? Because you are seeking permission. You are not going to steal an egg or a sperm from someone. It's consent was given. That's what makes it ethical. Two, they didn't put a gun to your head. So you can either say yes or no.
Yeah.
So because if you think about so many couples that want to have kids or just have a child, call them mommy, and they can't because they are limited. It's not something that people should come and say, oh, she's committed. She did not commit abortion. She did not kill anybody. She's just helping people to have a good life.
I know everybody wants to.
I know them, so I won't say she should. It's something she should be proud of. I did something to help a person. So many people are looking for how to help people, and they are not seeing any help. But someone would risk her body, her life to help someone have joy in their life. So it's not something I think somebody should be so secretive about. It's something you say, I helped someone, give them joy. And how? She could give them a child. Do you understand? So if she has someone now, she should not hold back. At least they're not supposed to give surrogate mothers medals, because they are doing what normal people are running from. Some people don't want to get pregnant. Some couple don't want to get pregnant. Some people just want to marry and be. You understand?
And some don't want to adopt someone else's child.
So
they're not sure of
doing people.
So they want it to come
people
from them,
who need
but
this.
just not their birthday.
You get? So she should tell the guy. And also it's something she should hide, because definitely there's nothing hidden under the sun.
She has been meeting the wrong men.
She has
That's
just been
simple
meeting
as
the
that.
wrong men. And if she tells him, she say, can I take you somewhere so they can educate us or educate you more on it? So the guys know that there is no implication or there is no anything that will spoil maybe their future together. So she's something, because if you don't tell him, you don't know his reactions. If you keep it to yourself and he gets to know, you don't still know his reaction. So it's better to tell someone something so that you get to know what you're facing. And I'm sure, like Cassie said, she's meeting the wrong people. She's meeting uneducated people, because those people are not educated. If they're educated, if they've read about it, if you hear something, you go, there's Google, go and search it to know the implications, to know the damages, to know the good or the bad of this thing. So I feel she should tell the person that she's going ahead with, because if this person loves you and has a future with you, it will be bad if you keep that from him.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I was the man and you didn't tell me, I'd be like, why didn't you give me the opportunity to choose? Because so she should tell the man about it, because it's not something that is that bad. It's just that we and
It's
our
just a
Nigeria
business
mentality,
And you know
that
the
always
funny
we're always
thing,
feeling we should
men
go
who
up.
donate their sperm. I don't think anybody comes out to say, "Oh, you want
And they
you
pay,
have
oh,
sperm."
they give them money for
If
it.
you're a sperm donor, that means you will be able to get me pregnant because you don't have any sperm again to fertilize my egg. People don't say that. We don't say that. So why is it that you're turning the table around and coming for this?
It's
And
different with ladies.
Some men
Ladies.
just straight away. They
They
just straight away.
It's different with ladies. When you say a man is not supposed to have concern, like because they are not educated. Many people know about this surrogacy stuff, and they will still not go for a lady who has carried a baby in her womb or her body for another person. And when in traditional surrogacy, the lady uses her own eggs. The other one, the woman can both and the man they can just
Through
put in,
IVF.
and fertilize it and put in her this stuff. So it's still like your body is involved. Whether we like it or not, it is on record that your body has gone through changes 3 times. Your breasts, everything, your brain, you are not this spring chicken or a brand new, for real. I mean, you want to go into something, let's please address the consequences. I test my stuff, you, like she said, she's probably meeting the wrong people, but then again, it was a decision to do all these things.
Yes.
You were saying somebody chose to help somebody. A firefighter, when he goes to save a baby from a burning house, if he gets caught and he comes and says, I was a handsome man before, a man will not love, women will not go for him because he was trying to save. I'm trying to address that. It's not because I will not do that, but you can't say that because they are doing it to help or put a smile on someone's face, then people will now see this woman. And if she actually did ICS 3 times, she might likely not be able to carry another baby. Because I heard that when you have go for CS 3 times,
it can be natural, but
what if it's not?
but what if it's not? So all those things come to play. The man or men have cause to be concerned.
So do you think ladies should be, surrogates should be stigmatized because of what
they are going to be stigmatized, whether they like it or not. People are going to.
Is that right?
It's not right, but it comes with a job. If you are a prostitute, it will come for you. If you are whatever it is that.
But you it's like you're putting surrogacy and all the you talk about prostitution now into the same box. I don't think they fall into the same box. They are not in the same box.
I mean, you choose to do something.
Yeah.
I even mentioned firefighters. You are trying to save, the consequence that come with it. People will see your scars, will see what you've become afterwards. And in Africa here, what we see is, let's say this person is in her house now, she's not married. First time we see her with belly, she put to bed and hands over the baby. We don't know what happens whether the baby. What we are saying is that what we see is a pregnant woman and she has gotten pregnant. It's real.
I think they seclude them from they take them
from society.
Yes, sometimes they even fly them out to a very different area.
Now, my own issue that I have a problem with is this. I don't mind because people know how to. I mean, it's a way to, like Judy said earlier, is a way of alleviating people's pain and restoring or giving them stuff and peace. Joy and everything, and human beings, which is very good, and I commend. But what I don't like, I don't know whether it's because I'm an African. My concern is this: if I want to get a surrogate mom for myself or my family, why would I go and use my mom or my auntie? It's confusing for me.
That's the traditional one.
Whatever. Somebody else carrying even if it's traditional or non-traditional, how do you get? It's very confusing. My own the complication is already a complicated issue for the child. For the situation is complicated. You understand? How then do you now make close relatives a part or to bring a baby?
Those are the people you trust.
Yeah. Because
Wait,
sometimes-
psychologically,
Okay.
your grandma is your mom. Let's forget the eggs. I carried you in my womb. The grandma will always say that. Making something. If you want, for me, it doesn't work and it's my own concern.
You know-
I cannot have my sister. Okay, my sister gave birth to you for me. My
It
sister.
won't be said that way. Besides,
It's the truth.
It's-
Whether it's said or not, it's the pregnancy. The person that put to bed is my
It is
sister.
not
Whether two of my
fair.
does not
I
matter.
think that's your own personal perspective.
Should be her
That's
breast.
how you're seeing it.
she in fact the surrogate does not even get to breastfeed the
Feed at
child.
all.
The
Because
fact
there will not
pregnancy
be-
is pregnancy.
There will not be any
Whether
form
she
of bonding
and I have
with the
spoken to
child.
someone that gave birth for her own sister. Whether it was I don't recall if it was traditional or the other one. She felt everything.
It was a choice for her to make. It was a choice.
So this lady felt everything. She felt maternal, she felt everything towards the baby. She nurtured the baby, she's eating for two. All those hormones, they are not going to be, they are not going to be saying, okay, because you're not the person that owns this egg. I'm not. What I'm saying is that it's too close to home. Too close to home. Too close to home. I can't be
All
saying.
right, you know what?
It's
I
too
can
close
feel
to
the
home.
Energy.
No, see,
It's too. Don't tell me that
Okay,
because
you know what?
it's a choice.
we're saying the same thing. It's a choice, but I'm saying for me that
I'd
one does
like
not
us
work.
to hear
A surrogate
from
mom
a
should not come.
professional
It should be that close.
perspective.
Okay.
I'd like to hear from a professional perspective on this particular issue, and we will have a doctor who is a gynecologist talk to us about what surrogacy is all about,
Okay.
and we hope that it can educate us more and also the audience, the viewers. So let's just hear from Dr. Baba Wabalola Lajide. He's a consultant obstetrician, gynecologist, minimal access surgeon, and fertility expert at Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital, and is also the medical director of a specialist hospital and fertility center, Austin College area, Oshogbo. All right, let's hear from him.
Talking about surrogacy here in Nigeria, it's something that is here with us, and people are actually doing it very well. It's one of the assisted reproductive techniques to assist the desiring mother, most especially, let's say about desiring couple. However, it depends on the kind of perspective that one might look at it. Concerning the subject above, that a woman has had the surrogacy for some people for about 3 times. Now she's in another relationship and the boyfriends are calling it quits with their relationship with her anytime she open up to them. First of all, we need to know the reason why this lady was doing this surrogacy for this, which I believe is for commercial purpose. We all know what is happening in Nigeria now, that the poverty level is a bit high and everybody looks for how to just make the ends meet. Maybe this lady is just trying to make an end meet by being a surrogate mother to some other desiring couples. And what is exactly surrogacy is act of carrying a baby that is being born by assisted reproductive techniques, more usually for parents or for mothers that cannot carry that pregnancy, being it as a result of previous surgery where they lost their uterus. For example, hysterectomy, maybe by virtue of any issues, they have the surgery done and the uterus is lost. And this woman is still desirous of getting pregnant, that one can be done. At times when infertility gets to an extent and the woman is of age and all her reproductive hormones are down and cannot really support carrying pregnancy, she might need a younger person to carry that baby for her, which can easily be done for the baby. If the boyfriends are talking about it, it's just like as if they don't know. Being a surrogate is like as if they carry their own baby. But this very baby is not their own in the sense that they carry for somebody and after delivery, they might not even see the baby before they take that baby out of them for the people that actually pay for it for them to carry for them, and life goes on from there.
All right, so that's Dr. Babalola Olajide, a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist. And let's just wrap up. We heard what he said, and he brought up the issue of commercialization of surrogacy. And while talking to a friend of mine, a male friend of mine, he said he's not against surrogacy, but when the reason, your morale for going into it is for the money, then that is where it fix an issue. Yes.
What should be the motivation?
If you should do it, you should do it because you just want to help, not because of the money. So very quickly, I'm just going to take our views on that part, that issue on the commercialization of surrogacy. Janice, what do you think? I mean, my body will have to go through some processes. We'll have to go through some changes. I'll have to be at pains in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, go through morning fever or whatever, and I don't get to get paid. I feel it's just not right when you say surrogates should not be compensated for what they go through.
No, I feel they should be compensated, but if it's a personal decision, there are some people that just feel, some people might actually want to do that just to help.
Yeah.
Why some people actually, like you said,
for the money.
So it depends on your view. See, I can't categorically say this person's view is wrong or right, because it's something we say in my field of study. You are right in your own way. I am right in my own way. So I can't categorically claim you bad because you did this for money or you did it for good. So it's a choice.
Cassie?
For me, I don't think it's right for him to want to stigmatize based on the fact that she was doing it because she wanted to make money. You could decide to literally do it. So far, it's legal. If I want to donate my kidney and it's because of money, it's not to a sibling or a relative. It's for somebody I don't even know, but the money is good. What is there? That's my life. That's my body. That's my choice. If you want to donate your sperm and you're being paid for it, fine. If it's egg, you're being paid for it, fine. There is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't matter whether it's for a relative, whether she wants to get paid. It is what she chooses to do with her body, and she's doing the right thing, and she's not doing Yahoo, she's not doing plus, she's not killing somebody. So why stigmatize her?
All right, so Imogen, very quickly in like 45 seconds.
Okay, I think that whatever motive someone wants to, he has to do something like that. There's life that is being brought into this world, and a smile has been put on people's faces. It's worth it. If it is because of the money, she's solving her own problem, and the person's problem is being solved. What's the problem? Is it better to do it and remain poor and be crying that, okay, the world is coming down on me? Is that when it will be virtuous? I don't get. So I don't buy what he's saying, and at all.
So it's a no-no.
Whatever motivates anyone to put a smile on someone's face is you should just go ahead and do it. If you're going to be paid, then it's a win-win.
And we all
it's
agree
a bonus.
That she should tell new boyfriend.
Of course, and say you should be able to share your experiences with someone, though it's still your choice. Even if she's choosing not to share, it's still a choice, and she'll not do anything wrong.
Okay, so Lydia, you heard it all from the ladies. They think you should tell your new boyfriend, and if he wants to stay, he can stay, and if he doesn't want to stay, that means it's not the one for you. Sure. Definitely, there will be someone that will come around and that will love you for who you are. Yeah. All right, that way we draw the curtains on this sweet and exciting edition of Ladies Talk, and very much appreciate my ladies in the house. Judith and Hannah, thank you so much for your contribution. The blue Cassie. All right, thank you so much, Ashley Cassie. And of course, the mini blue, because you're not all blue, Ember. Thank you so much for your views.
All right, that's the show for today. Thank you so much for being a part of our What Will Make It return next week for another exciting time. My name is Evelyn Ohiole. Enjoy your night.